Hi everybody, it's Dan Trove with your Cartridge for Monday, January 15th, 2018. Welcome back from the weekend, and oh boy, do we have a top story for you today. Quantic Dream, the studio behind the upcoming Detroit Become Human, are facing some serious allegations towards their workplace culture. Two of the leads, David Cage and Guillaume de Fondameli, are being accused of things ranging from overworking staff to flirting with their staff and everything in between. One report points to photoshopped images of their collaborators with homophobic, racist, and sexist slurs put on them, and some of them made to look like Nazis. In response, Cage denied these allegations and said, quote, "You want to talk about homophobia? I work with Ellen Page, who fights for LGBT rights. You want to talk about racism? I work with Jesse Williams, who fights for civil rights in the USA. Judge me by my work." Oh, hey guys, I have a black friend, see? I'm not racist. And I just want to point out, right before he says, "Judge me for my work," he points out a bunch of people that he's worked with and showcases the things that they've done rather than the things that he's done. So right there, I feel as though they're conflicting statements. On the more sane side of responses, de Fondameli said via Twitter, "Articles published today level various allegations against Quantic Dream, its management, and employees. We categorically deny all of these allegations. Quantic Dream filed a complaint several months ago, and further complaints will follow." With some of the pushback that they've received for including scenes of child abuse in their trailer for Detroit Become Human, this sure is not helping them, but at the same time, it could be coming from disgruntled employees, which, as we know from She Who Shall Not Be Named last year, can wreak havoc on a company. If more information on this topic surfaces, I'll be sure to update you accordingly. From there, we go to my favorite place to buy games, Humble Bundle, giving away a free game to everyone today, Red Solstice, and all you have to do is enter your email and claim your game. Then in more Humble news, I wanted to draw some attention to the Humble Trove, which is a collection of games anyone subscribing to Humble Monthly has access to. It includes games like Limbo, Trine Enhanced Edition, Galactic Civilizations 2, and even the extremely popular for the moment, Getting Over It with Ben Foddy. The only catch is if you no longer subscribe to Humble Monthly, you no longer have access to the games, but you can still play them if you downloaded them because most are DRM free. Though if you act right now and go over there before February 2nd, you can download 6 games absolutely free, and this is exactly why Humble is my favorite. On to release announcements with more controller news. The Duke, also known as the original Xbox controller, is releasing for Xbox One sometime at the end of March for $69.99 US or your regional equivalent. The reason for the high price is because the center of the controller now has an OLED display in it, which shows the original Xbox startup. But now I can't wait for somebody to hack it and put Doom on it. Moving on, makers of the popular 3DS emulator Citra have announced their work on a Nintendo Switch emulator. There's no release date or anything, but there are images on their Twitter of non-commercial games running on it. What totally legal games are you going to play on it? Moving on to some update news with Stardew Valley's developer teasing multiplayer again, this time on Twitter with a picture of 4 people all playing together over LAN. It's good news that there's both online and LAN support, but for a game that's been teasing this for 2 years, I don't want any more teasers. I just want this to release already, and I'm becoming very cynical about a game about farming and having fun with your friends. PUBG on Xbox One received a patch on Friday that should address the rubber banding many gamers were complaining about. There are some changes to controls too, and if you want to see the full list, there's links in the description down below, along with links or sources for all of today's stories. And timestamps. Got some mod news for you today, a new one for Fallout 4, which takes a lot of the nuances out of managing your settlements, making it easier to distribute resources. From there, we move on to the bigger stories for today, with Destiny 2 facing a 4-hour downtime tomorrow for regularly scheduled maintenance. It starts at 8 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Mountain, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, and 4 p.m. UK Standard Time, so be sure to plan your playtime accordingly. On Friday, I had talked about AGDQ, or Awesome Games Done Quick, a speedrunning event held twice a year where money is raised for charity, and about how donations were a bit down from last year. Well, I am happy to announce the record of $2.2 million last year has been completely broken, with $2.6 million earned for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Thank you so much to all those who donated, and I cannot wait for SGDQ coming up in a few months. And finally today, Sperasoft announced that they would be making significant contributions to Rainbow Six Siege. To be honest, I had no idea who the hell they were, and as it turns out, they've done work on great games like Star Wars The Old Republic, Quantum Break, League of Legends, Mass Effect Andromeda, The Elder Scrolls Online. Star Wars Battlefront. They provide all sorts of different aspects for games, including assets, game code, net code, porting. They figure out advertising. It's actually quite impressive how much they do and the quality of their work. Even if this is Ubisoft saying, we can't get Rainbow Six Siege right, but we know who can, and we're willing to pay the money, then I am happy to see that they are still trying to improve one of the best shooters released in the last 5 years. So, when is PUBG Corp going to talk to Sperasoft? I'm interested in knowing what you have to think, though. Does this mean that Ubisoft has given up on Rainbow Six Siege, or does it mean quite the opposite and they're showing it more love than ever? Do your thing in the comment section down below. Let's show some love to some new games. It's tomorrow's game releases. For PC, Heroes of Arzar, Cubians, Rescue Princess, Solace Crafting, Progeny VR, A Walk Along the Wall, Infinite Horizon, Shield Impact, and The Crooked Man. For PlayStation 4, Street Fighter V Arcade Edition, 3D Mini Golf, Albert and Otto, The Adventure Begins, and Inner Space. For Xbox One, Inner Space. For Nintendo Switch, Inner Space, Nightmare Boy, and Energy Balance. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you tomorrow. And why don't aliens visit our solar system more? Terrible ratings. 1 star. Thank you for watching my show, everybody, and what a great show it was. Click up here if you want to watch the bonus cartridge for today's episode. Click down here to watch Friday's episode, which was about Tyler Barris, the man who swatted an innocent man, resulting in his death, being charged. And click over here to subscribe to my wonderful channel. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.